only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
Life, death, and
Míralo.
the world around us
Ahí
all
está.
follow a set of laws.
Esperado por muchos. Baizhu.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
Feast your eyes!
Y cómo no, el bueno
Watch
de
and
Kaveh.
learn.
Consúmale.
Sight clear!
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
¿Qué es esto?
Six event wishes.
Sounds good.
¡Ojo! A ver, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué me estás diciendo? ¿Que en la primera parte vienen Nahida con Nilou? Primer código, ¿eh? Importante. Y en la segunda parte, Baizhu con Ganyu. Acompañados por Kaveh. ¡Bien! ¡Bien! Menos mal, menos mal, menos mal, menos mal. Muchísimas gracias, chicos, por pasar el código. Y nueva arma, cómo no, nuevo catalizador para Baizhu.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
Es que el tono de
You're
voz que
about to
tiene
collapse,
Baizhu para mí es
aren't
demasiado tranquilo. Esa es una de las
The
cosas que
doctor
desde
will
el primer
see
momento
now.
me tiraron un poquito más.
Taking a turn for the better.
Safe to say
Okay.
that most of his combat abilities are focused on healing,
Ah,
right?
que te
Yep,
cura cuando
That's right.
recoge...
Baiju's treatment in battle is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control
Ay,
a
no sé,
wandering
siento también.
sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores
muere.
HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to
El
enemies.
escudo ataca,
Baizhu believes
¿sabes?
that
Bueno.
even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure. Well, all right, I think that's all we have for Baizhu, so let's move on to our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
No, la verdad que tiene...
I'm glad you gave me a chance.
Y aquí
I always
tenemos a
think it takes
Kaveh.
people with similar
Ataca con una
tastes to
katana.
sustain a pleasant conversation.
Come at me! Breaking new ground!
With his talents.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating furnishings, and his mapping abilities might come in handy during battle. As a unique and creative designer, Kaveh
¿Cómo
must
no?
always bring
Siendo
tools with
arquitecto.
him. His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Shang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's a
Es un
pretty
mandoble
awesome toolbox.
distinto,
I know, right?
Eso está, vamos.
Okay, so
Okay, I got this one.
Dentro del maletino.
Our main event for version 3.6 is the Academia Extravaganza.
Mira,
In addition to the
importante.
variety of celebrations,
Se
the event
confirma.
also
Nos
serves as a
regalan a
chance for the
Faruzan.
6 Darshans to compete. The extravaganza consists of 2 main parts,
¿Qué
the Wisdom
eventos?
Gala and the
vale,
Inter
lo que
Darshan
hemos visto era
Championship.
del evento.
In the Wisdom
Vale,
Gala,
vale,
the 6
vale,
Darshans
vale.
have
Ese es
prepared
escaramuza,
6
el que
corresponding
falta.
activities
Claro.
to show off the style
Enjoy.
of each respective.
For example,
Igual esa.
Layla's Rudawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe
interesa
used
leer.
for studying
Sí, la verdad que
astrology
tiene
at their
muy buena
booth.
pinta, ¿eh?
When
Son
travelers
totalmente
adjust
nuevos,
the
eso sí.
astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern.
Oh,
Look, this time
qué
the pattern is a
bonito.
cute little fungus.
Aw,
Aw, that does look like fun.
nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh, I'm already getting a lot of ideas for this one. Okay.
Bueno, mientras
It
dejen
seems
usar la
travelers
habilidad
will have a
azúcar.
lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can
Facilito.
think of to reach
Como
those
no
goals.
dejen-
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as
Tiene de
much?
todo el
I'm
evento,
lazy.
tiene como hace-
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game
Me
modes.
gusta, me gusta.
With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
Very mysterious.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of
Todo
course,
esto
they'll
seguimos
kindly
en el
provide a
mismo
variety
evento.
of potions to help
Hemos
travelers
pasado ya,
overcome
hemos pasado ya
situations
otro,
in the
porque no
experiment.
puede tener tantas
Awesome.
cosas
Very
diferentes.
cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures
¿Qué es
and
esto?
command their movement
Me
according
gusta.
to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So which
nos
Darshan's events
convertimos
are
en-
you all most excited about?
Oh, you know,
Es todo del
Spontamod,
mismo
because
evento, increíble.
that's what I'm all
increíble. Puede
about.
que sea el evento
Combat and battle and
más
victory
completo
and
que
never
hayamos
losing,
tenido
ever.
Okay.
Never
Confident
dying.
are we?
con animalitos.
Oh,
Wow. I like the star one.
Combate.
I like stars. It's very cool.
Crear constelaciones.
I'm most excited to listen to a
La parte de
story
historia que
because I
hemos
think
visto
that's about my
también en
speed.
el avance.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter Darshan Championship.
Me pregunto quién
This
será
is a
ese.
contest of wisdom
Sí,
and
algo
courage,
así.
and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to
Otro.
claim the title of champion.
Very cool. Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here. Layla's very own hangout quest
¿Cómo
will be
no
arriving with
tendremos
version
nuevos
3.6,
encuentros?
so be sure not to miss it.
Con Nahida.
Okay, that's all.
Yay, we get to hang out with Layla!
Awesome.
Layla.
Excited to check it out.
Okay, and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru.
Anda.
Waynute activity has
Evento
suddenly
con el
been on the
gusanito.
rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the wandering Waynutes.
Sí, además
The
la
Waynute
silueta no es
Slayer
real,
cannon,
eso
huh?
lo digo yo.
Wow, yeah, that's quite the name.
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters
Aquí la
nearby
experta en
and help with the
siluetas.
preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh, yeah. We also have one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects at set intervals of time.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah. If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, there will be one more event taking place in an all-new area. So first, I think we should reveal the new area.
No, but before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good. But one more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
Importante también, los 2 nuevos sets de artefactos. Otra cosita que tendremos. Y si no sabéis qué hacer con la resina, pues nada, ya tenéis en qué invertirla. El primero, daño hidro, y el segundo, de vida. Supongo que el segundo se supone que es para Baizhu. No sé si también para Kaveh.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah,
La
we
nueva
are
zona.
back and ready to show an
La
all-new
última
area being
zona de
added to the
Sumeru,
game.
al menos
That's
de
right,
momento.
and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends, it was one of the main rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the
No
abyss.
estoy viendo plantitas.
Although it was originally desert,
Como
the
hagan como con los
ecological system has
escarabajos, y
completely
resulta que hay
changed due to the
pupas.
power of the abyss, and it has become a
viendo
large,
plantita nueva
uninhabited
esa.
area of swamps
Eso,
and
¿será
wastelands.
eso?
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there?
No sé.
On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search. There will be a pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area and access some locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
¿Qué se supone
Yeah,
que es
this
eso?
will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its
¿Tenemos
training.
nueva mascota?
We will guide Sorush to drive away enemies,
Pero
conduct
además que
speed
ataca y
training,
que hace
and
cosas.
complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out.
Puede ser, eso será en
Travelers
un
may
evento.
also encounter a new
Nuevo
enemy
jefe.
during their journey in version 3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for
¿Tres
corresponding elements to reduce damage. It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers will encounter. The Animo and
¿Chocobo
Hydro
evolucionado?
Hilly-Churl rogues. These Hilly-Churls are wandering across Teyvat and do not belong to any particular Hilly-Churl tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilly-Churls or tribes in need of help, and they also have a unique combat style.
Even though it seems this place is full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And
Bueno,
last
volador,
but not
no sé,
least,
porque
in
no sé si
version
eso es-
3.6,
eso es
the
una
legendary Dragon of Verdure, a pep,
Y este es
will
el nuevo
appear.
jefe,
The
jefe,
Dragon
jefe.
of Verdure was once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow sand. Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will be making
¿Qué
their
se
way
supone
to the
que es?
Dendro Dragon's
Porque es un
habitat to
poco
face it in
rarito.
battle, so we must be
Es
very
como una
careful.
especie de
The battle will be split
planta.
into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse, Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Si no querían,
At this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
Oh, for sure. I think there'll be
Second
a lot of
album for the Sumeru region titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes will also be releasing soon.
Oh, nice!
Nice, I love the Sumeru region music.
Yeah, I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm super excited.
Be sure and pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Y ya sabéis, si os interesa la banda sonora, tenéis novedades. Y último código por aquí. Ya sabéis lo que siempre os digo, canjeadlo cuanto antes porque vuelan. De hecho, duran nada, horitas.